I'm Taylor Hill, and welcome to Wine About It, the only talk show for college students by college students. And I have with me today Tiffany Kroll. Today we'll be discussing those crazy Black Friday stories. So, did you go Black Friday this past Friday?
I did. I did the whole Black Friday shebang where you're up at 8 in the morning.
So early.
And that's relatively late for me. I'm notorious for, camping out and, having a list of $5 movies that I'm going to pick out at Target and all that good stuff. But I wasn't really feeling much of the craziness this year. Maybe it's because last year I actually worked in retail and I had to work Black Friday. And I remember I started at 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving night, and I did not leave that front entryway until 4:30 in the morning the next day.
Did you eat dinner?
I had a
early dinner.
I had a 30-minute break at about say 8 or 9 o'clock, and I had Subway, and that was the only break I got.
That was your Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was my dinner. That was Subway.
That's it.
I had a spicy Italian, I believe, on flatbread that night. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot, but I had a lot of coffee and Red Bull that night too. But I had to be back the next day at 5 o'clock, and I had to close the store. And everybody was cranky because none of the managers had got home, none of them had slept, none of us had eaten adequately, And I think that kind of made an impression on me, and I just kind of was, this year it kind of dawned on me, these people probably have been here all night.
Yeah.
They have probably not slept, they probably haven't had proper nutrition, they probably are running off a lot of caffeine, which means they haven't had a lot of water, their feet are probably aching.
Yeah.
And so, this year I just tried to get in and out as fast as I could. Because I know how inconsiderate some customers can be. And
very. I worked retail before. I never worked on Black Friday, but I worked retail before. And they just think they can get smart. And if you get smart back, they're like, I want to talk to the manager.
And then they're going to try and get you fired. And but I have found that it's easier and a lot more satisfying to kill with kindness.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
It's very hard.
Because you want to jump over the counter and just, who are you talking to?
Get out of my store. But there was this one girl who came in last year, and I worked at Zumiez at Woodfield, and that's a high volume.
I love that store.
High volume store. Everybody in the company wants to work at 209 because it's at Woodfield, and they make a lot of money at that store every day.
Oh, by the way, I'm not from Chicago, but I went to Woodfield Mall this Black Friday. I love the mall. It's so beautiful at that mall.
They put their Christmas decorations up before Halloween starts, and my boss would just get so mad about it here. It ain't even Thanksgiving yet. It's like, Cal, calm down. But this girl came in, and she'd been in the store before I recognized her, and I was always nice to her, but she always had this kind of
vibe,
just smugness about her. For some reason she was better than me because I was the cashier.
Don't you hate that?
And and it's just I'm trying to check you out. What is going on? But she was trying to buy a pair of joggers and a t-shirt, and she was paying with a credit card. And normally we're supposed to ask for an ID if the back of the card's not signed. So I asked for her ID. After she had given me attitude because I was trying to upsell what was in front of the counter.
Right.
And I was like, are you interested in adding a pair of gloves or maybe a pair of headphones? They make really good stocking stuffers. And she just blatantly was rude and said, no, I'm not. No. And I'm just like, what is your issue? Why are you here? If you're gonna, I don't understand people who go out with that mentality. If you're gonna be mean,
and then I feel like they get mad when you try to upsell the items in the front, but we're told to do that.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job, and I guess that made her angry. And so I asked for her ID, and she's like, well, I don't have one.
I'm like, well, you can't buy nothing.
And I was like, I can't sell this to you without an ID because the back of the card's not signed, and I have no way to prove it's yours. And she's like, I want to talk to your manager. So I got the store manager, which
and they're
is
going to tell you the same thing.
Yeah, and he told her the same thing, and she's just like, this store's stupid, and just like threw her stuff behind the counter at me and just walked away.
Oh, you're better than me, because I think that would have been the day I lost my job.
You know, I worked Black Friday at Portillo's the year before that, and I had some lady throw her food at me. And I ran into the cooler in the back and started punching boxes of Shake Mix, and 4 of them broke out onto the floor, and I didn't even clean it up because I was so mad. And my boss told one of my friends to, like, you know, go in there and get me, and she goes, I'm not going in there, yes. I'm not going in there after her. You send someone else. So he sent Rex, who worked on the burger, we called it Broiler Station, and he came in and he just goes, I'm gonna get the mop, and walks out. And I was like, yeah, you better go get the mop, because I'm not cleaning any of this up. And then they set me on break for an hour. Because, oh no, that was a bad day. We were really busy that day. We sold something stupid like 95 chocolate cakes, like the whole one. Wow. And those things were like $23 or something.
That's a lot for a cake.
Yeah, it's not even that big. It's probably like this big.
What, $23 for that little thing?
Mm-hmm.
It better give me wings.
It better do something, because I don't want to spend $23 on a cake that isn't absolutely exquisite. You know what I'm saying? No, but you know, I didn't really. I mean, I got clothes this year, but there was nothing really else that I really wanted.
Yeah, I mainly got clothes too, clothes and shoes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna cut you off right there. We'll be right back after these short and. We'll be right back after these.
McGruff here. If a bully is bothering you, play it smart and try to talk it out, or get away and tell an adult.
Well done.
For more tips, write for my new free comic activity book. Play it smart and help take a bite out of crime.
My son Jason died in a car accident on April 3rd, 95. So I thought right away about donating his organs. Because about 5 months before this accident, he said to me, Mom, if anything ever happened to me, you should donate all my organs. And I just, you know, I had never thought of it. And I said to him, why? And he says, because I feel like I'm still living. And I know that he's happy I did that. It makes me feel good.
There are some things you simply cannot control. And some really important things you can, like keeping your family healthy, managing finances, preparing for retirement. It's all here in this booklet from the American Diabetes Association, because we want everyone to be healthy and happy. Order your free copy of Planning for a Healthy Life now to help manage the things you can control.
If you're not helping after-school programs, you're really helping to take them away.
That wasn't very nice.
After-school programs, wouldn't you rather be helping?
So it's that time of the year when we all have our family coming together in the holidays. And we all have our family's traditions, and we will be discussing some traditions of the fellow Columbia students. So, Tiffany, exactly where are you from?
Well, you know, I come from a split family. My parents separated when I was 6. So ever since then, I've kind of either been shuffled between him and my mom, or shuffled between both sides of my family.
Right.
And I you know, grew up at first, you know, just going to my dad's side of the family for Thanksgiving. But recently, in the past few years, and especially since my sister has, you know, moved out to California, I'm the only one left for my mom, you know.
So you gotta hang with your mom.
So I gotta, someone's gotta be.
So
with
she's
her,
lonely.
You know? Yeah. She has my stepdad, but you know, I'm her daughter.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I gotta take care of mom, but. My stepdad, his sister, in the morning will have a Thanksgiving morning meal.
Brunch.
And it's a light brunch with a little bit of turkey and stuffing and all that. And then, you know, her children, her kids, you know, they're grown and have other, you know, kids of their own. And they'll go over to, like, their husband's family's houses and have Thanksgiving later that night. And we'll go over to my aunt's house, and this is the Mexican side of my family, so we're talking cousins I've never even met, cousins I don't even know the names of, never heard of, like, haven't seen my Aunt Estelle in God knows how many years until just this past Thanksgiving. So we basically pack all of them into a little itty-bitty apartment, and we, you know, like, most of the time I'm with the kids because I used to be a nanny, right, and I'm really good with babies, and I don't know, they just seem to like me a lot.
Right.
So every time a family member that has a baby would walk in through the door, they'd be like, where is she? Oh my gosh, and here's my child. Like, take it.
The little mini daycare.
Yeah, pretty much, because I got a little section of a room, and I, you know, laid out a big blanket, and we had toys everywhere, and I had kids pulling my hair. I had one little girl who never wanted to get off my lap, so I couldn't move even if I wanted to. I had to take her to go to the bathroom with me because she wouldn't leave me alone. You know, I have had a lot of sticky hands on my neck, a lot of sticky everything everywhere, and, you know, I had to help some of them eat, had to change diapers, and had to go get the breastfeeding milk from the mom, and, you know, and I didn't really mind doing it because most of the time their parents are off cooking or trying to do something else.
Doing what they're supposed to do, so we can eat this dinner.
Exactly. Otherwise, none of us are eating until like 9, and I'm not about that. I'm trying to eat at like 7. And you know, in the meantime, you know, we're setting up all sorts of games because, you know, there's a lot of kids because there's a lot of us, and you know, we had Twister going, we had board games going, and as soon as somebody said musical chairs, I was like, all right, the battle is going to begin.
Oh, so that's your game, right?
That's my game. And I had a little girl who was a very sore loser. So I picked her up and I was like, all right, we're gonna play together. And I'm, you know, running around this big line of chairs, and like I almost lost a round because I like almost tripped over a small human. And instead of, you know, trying to get the chair myself, I threw her onto it, and I was like, all right, I'm still in this round.
Like, she got the dream work.
Exactly, you know.
Gotta work together.
There's no I in team, you know. Like,
so would you say you like your Mexican side more than the American side?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's a lot more traditional. It's lively. It's entertaining. It's a lot of fun coming from a Hispanic background, and it's got a lot of good food. You know, we have the gringo table, which is what my family calls it, with all the turkey and the stuffing and green beans.
The American food.
And then we've got tamales and pozole and tacos, al pastor, asada, and all that other stuff, and chorizo. We got tortillas everywhere, guacamole everywhere, pico and verde and mole, just all on the other side. And then in the middle is all the desserts you can think of. We've got flan, we've got pie, we've got, you know, 3 different kinds of pie. We have like fruit salads, and we had, there was churros this year, which I was like, I was all about those. I was like, give me some chocolate syrup. I'm just gonna, you know.
So do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving in Mexico?
You know, my dad is from Mexico, but we weren't. Me and my sister and I, we weren't raised
celebrating it
to be deep into that heritage. He was very about letting us make our own decisions and choose the lifestyle we wanted to live. So you know, the way we celebrate Thanksgiving as a family is we come together and we recognize the fact that family is what we are thankful for.
Right.
And we are thankful for each other's company. You know, the material possessions, that all is temporary. That all goes away. But your family comes to your funeral.
Right.
And that's what we keep in our minds when we're celebrating Thanksgiving, because it's not so much, you know, giving thanks for what we own, it's giving thanks for the people that are still in our lives.
And like, you know, I find it very unique because I have going to Columbia, I have a lot of friends that are not from here, like America, and they celebrate Thanksgiving. And you know, most people want to stick to their heritage, but a lot of them actually really like Thanksgiving because they look at it as like, not only is the food good, but you know, it's like being thankful for the people you love and the things that you are, you know, you have that most people cannot have in their country. Yeah. So, well, we're just going to cut it off right here. We'll be right back after these short messages.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad
One more
today.
Time. All those boys are much too much. Those boys.
There is really only one boy. One girl. One tree. One forest. One deep, dancing ocean. Mountain calling. One handful of sand through our fingers. One endless sky overhead. And one simple way to care for it all. Please visit earthshare.org and learn how the world's leading environmental groups are working together under one name, EarthShare. One environment. One simple way to care for it.
I don't want her to be labeled.
He's just like I was in school.
It's just a phase. You'll get over it.
Millions of kids have learning difficulties and are struggling in school. But instead of excuses, they need help. They learn differently. See how far your child can go. Visit FocusOnLearning.org. Do it for your child. Do it for yourself. But do it now.
Now it's girl time on Wine About It, and today we'll be talking about men. Come on, we have all had that boy drama in our lives. Tell me about your boy drama, because...
All right. I'm going to share a little quote. Words of wisdom from Samantha Jones of Sex and the City. The good guys screw you, the bad guys screw you, and the rest don't know how to screw you. I've done the legwork. Trust me, I'm right. But as of late, I have, you know, I just actually got out of a relationship of a year, about two and a half months ago.
Did you do a new hairstyle? I know you did a new hairstyle. Every girl does it.
Well, here's the thing. I went and I got another boyfriend first as a rebound. And
always.
Well, yeah, and he was in the same boat I was. I was his rebound, so it was just good. That only lasted a month. And then I got a new hairstyle. And then I decided I had to eat healthier because otherwise I was going to feel bad about myself.
You got to start doing your squats so your booty can get fatter and you can look like, dang, I wish I would never be
Revenge hot. Revenge hot.
Yes,
it's a thing, guys. It's a thing, and it works. And he's salty, so it's good. As he should be, you know.
I think it's hilarious how, like, us females, how we always change our hair every time that we get out of a relationship. Like, I don't know why we do it.
And, you know, I shaved part of my head, you know. The thing about it is, it gives me something to look forward to wake up and say, you know, this is part of me that he didn't know.
Right.
This is part of me that is untouched by him. This is part of me that is untouched by all that BS, that is untouched by all these shenanigans. You know, it's just more of coming into my own individuality and, you know, saying to him, like, fine, bye, I don't need you, I got my new haircut. But you know, after after the rebound guy, I was talking to a guy, and
seriously, like serious talking, or just
for me it wasn't serious. For him it was
just trying to go with the flow.
Really serious, and yeah, and I'm at a point where I just want to be on my own and be comfortable with myself and love myself, because I spent a lot of time giving love to someone when I should have been giving it to myself.
Not only that, I just kind of feel like, you know, we're all in college. I feel like we shouldn't be in relationships because I feel like we're all just trying to figure out who we are within ourselves. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, you know, like testing the waters.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with picking the fish out of the sea, or maybe the bucket. You know,
throwing it back when you're ready.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with throwing the line in and out of there every now and then, but the way I see it is I'm building a career.
Right.
And that's why I'm here. And I don't want to be with someone who's going to get in the way of that, because my career is never going to wake up and tell me that it doesn't love me after all the work that I've put into it. A guy will.
And I love females who look at it from that perspective, because it's this one girl I watch on YouTube. Her name is Jayla Corian. And she left her college. She had a boyfriend there of 3 years. She left her college to go to FIT. And he was upset about it, and she told him, like, basically, I'm not going to stop chasing my dreams for you, because at the end of the day, my career cannot wake up. Like you said, my career will not wake up and tell me it doesn't love me no more. And I don't know, I really admire women like that. Like, I hate to see a woman who's just so ditzy in love. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being in love, but just so ditzy in love and blinded by everything. Like, I think that's one of the most dumbest things that a female can do.
And you know, I also feel like your early 20s, and I've heard this over and over and over and over and over again, and I'm not even 20 yet. You know, I've heard that your 20s are not for falling in love.
It's not. It's your prime time.
Yeah, and you know, my friends call it the hoe years. And I'm just like, you want to go clubbing? Go for it. You want to go get a little bougie with a stranger? Go for it. Do you. You want to get on Tinder? Go for it. Do you. You know, just do what makes you happy, comfortable. If you're at a point where you're not comfortable with it anymore, it's time to let it go.
Right.
If you're at a point where you're on Tinder and you're swiping right to everything and you're just getting hit up left and right and you're having one-night stands every night and you're not comfortable with it, then don't do it.
Every night, that's a lot.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. That's a lot of work. I don't even have time to read a book. What do you mean I have to go meet somebody tonight? Like, you know, like, and the other thing about it is, like, I feel like right now there's a lot of guys that aren't ready to be men yet, and
a lot,
and
almost all of them.
Yeah, almost all of them, and you know, I'm an advocate of the saying that boys are dumb and men are stupid, and we just pick whatever one we think is the least ignorant. And I don't think I'm ready to start picking out of that selection yet. You know, I've heard that, you know, love comes to you when you're not looking for it. So I think I'm going to take a break on that.
Yeah, I think that's what happens when you try to look for it, is like you find all the wrong stuff, which makes it even worse, because you're like, why is this happening? Just go with the flow.
Because it's just one right after the other, you know, and I feel like we as women really should spend some time focusing on, you know, why is it that, you know, especially with the Thanksgiving holiday, you know, my whole family was like, are you single? Why don't you have a boyfriend? Why are you single shaming me? Why does it matter? Like, shouldn't I be out building my career? Shouldn't I be out focusing on college?
Like, why does it matter? Like, you're like on your 5th divorce. Why are you?
Exactly. Like, I'm single and I don't want to mingle, and that's, you know, prevents pregnancy and heartbreak.
Right.
And it's a stress relief, and I just get to do me, and I get to focus on what makes me happy. I get to go on nature walks, and I get to go out to hang out with my guy friends without, you know, someone saying, oh, you're going to have sex with them. Right. No, I just want to see my friends.
Well, it's good that I can sit here and be able to say that I've talked to a young lady who actually is taking the time to get to know herself first. And, well, this is the end of our program. I am Taylor Hill.
Yeah, I mean...
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
No, I understand we're late, but things have been a little hard, and we're really trying. Well, my husband has a second job. Well, no, I know that, but we're trying really hard, and it's just a... yes, I know... Well...
Hey, I want to be Chloe.
Yes.
Go now.
I understand it's a final notice.
If you're not helping after school programs, you're really hoping to take them away. After school programs, wouldn't you rather be helping?
Hi, I'm Joe Perry. And Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, here for RAD. Recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving. Never let someone you know get behind the wheel if they've been drinking. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
I am Taylor Hill, and thank you, Tiffany, for joining me today.
Welcome.
Come back next week, and we'll give you the solution of losing that holiday weight. And don't forget to send us your wines for next week. Thank you, and have a good night.